Exclusive contract from FUL Novel Network Novel. Entertainment. Starting with Heavenly Immortal Mother and Daughter seeking release. Lin Fan was unexpectedly reborn into a parallel world, bound to the Golden Finger Entertainment God House system, and obtained an entertainment company. Just as she took over the company, Tianxian's sister Liu Fei wanted to terminate her contract and leave. Heavenly Immortal Mother and Daughter. Lin Dong, please terminate the contract and let go. Lin Fan. Mom Liu, I'm very angry now. Lin Fan. Come on. Heavenly Immortal. In the future, call me Godfather. Tianxian. Dad, you're amazing. Lin Fan. Mom Liu, from now on, you will be my secretary. If you have something to do, the secretary will do it. It's okay, hee hee. Demimi Lin Dong, I also want to call you Dad. Zhao Liang. Lin Dong, can I ask you to try out the play? Shoot movies, set up cinemas, build film and television bases, acquire Marvel and Disney, and build a global entertainment empire. Acquire Tesla, Facebook, Amazon, and Tencent to become the world's richest person. FUL Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. The Anxious Entertainment Company. New. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1. The Anxious Entertainment Company. New book set sale. Seeking flowers. Seeking evaluation tickets. Imperial Capital. Menghui Entertainment, a well-known brokerage company in the entertainment industry, at this point, being plunged into unprecedented chaos. Hey, have you heard about it? What? The boss has run away. Ah. The boss ate, drank, gambled, and owed 3.5 billion yuan outside. He ran away with his sister. Law, and the company is going bankrupt. What should we do then? Cold salad. Pack up and prepare to submit your resume. No. This month's salary hasn't been paid yet. It's useless for you to talk to me about this, you have to talk to the boss. Me. At #yuan%. Just as the employees of Menghui Entertainment were flustered by this sudden rumor circulating in the company, Lin Fan, who is 1.85 meters tall, masculine, and handsome, wearing a simple and slim-fitting casual outfit, comes to Menghui Entertainment. Hello, sir. May I ask who you're looking for? Although, the boss seems to have run away, I don't know if I can still get this month's salary. However, Menghui Entertainment's front desk, seeing Lin Fan walk into the company, tall and handsome, still habitually greeted Lin Fan. I am the new boss of your company, I am here to take over the company. As Lin Fan spoke, he took out the equity transfer certificate he had recently obtained when opening the beginner gift package from his backpack on his back and handed it to the front desk lady. Novice gift package. That's right. Lin Fan is a traveler. Originally, as an online author, Lin Fan has achieved excellent results in his new book, with a first order of over 10,000 and a bright future ahead of him. As a result, when staying up late to code, I accidentally died suddenly. Fortunately, I have traveled to this parallel world that is very similar to the blue star in my previous life, and I will live a new life. Otherwise, Lin Fan suffered a blow. While crossing parallel worlds, Lin Fan also bound a golden finger, entertainment god house system. By the way, a beginner gift package was opened, obtained 100% equity in Menghui Entertainment. Subsequently, the golden finger remained motionless. See the situation. Lin Fan could only retrieve the equity transfer certificate from the system warehouse. Then, I took a taxi to Menghui Entertainment. New boss. Hello boss. I'll take you to your office now. I heard Lin Fan say he's the new boss of the company. Front desk, startled, after subconsciously exclaiming, hurriedly bowing, say hello to Lin Fan. Then, the front desk glanced at the equity transfer certificate handed over by Lin Fan, stepping on high heels, stepping out of the workstation, take Lin Fan to the chairman's office. She couldn't understand these documents or equity transfer agreements. She still does her job well, take Lin Fan to the chairman's office, then, quickly find a leader who can understand and carry enough weight, go to the chairman's office to meet Lin Fan. Upon hearing this, Lin Fan nodded. Under the guidance of the front desk, we arrived at the chairman's office. Looking at the spacious, grand, and 90-square-meter house far larger than the one I lived in my previous life, and the much larger office, and, on one side of the office, there are golf clubs placed and a small indoor golf course for practice, in Lin Fan's heart, that's a satisfaction. The reward obtained by opening the beginner gift package is not bad. Lin Fan was drinking the Rainbow Dragon well that the receptionist had brewed for him, while playing with the office decorations and golf clubs. In a few minutes, the office door was knocked on. Dong! Dong! Chapter 2. Receive the company and reward 50 million yuan in cash. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. Receive the company and reward 50 million yuan in cash. New book set sale. Seeking flowers. Seeking evaluation tickets. Lin Dong. Sorry to bother you. I'm Xiao Jiang. I have something to tell you. Outside the chairman's office, Jiang Zishi, dressed in a suit and leather shoes, withdrew his right hand from knocking on the office door in front of him while speaking anxiously. Enter. Upon hearing this, Lin Fan casually threw the golf club he was holding back into his golf bag, then, stepped towards the office chair. Click. Hearing Lin Fan's voice, Jiang Zishi breathed a sigh of relief and quickly pushed open the tightly closed door of the office in front of him. He strode over to Lin Fan, who sat behind his desk and was young and handsome, and began introducing himself. Lin Dong. Hello, I am Jiang Zishi. My current position is the General Manager of Dreamland Entertainment. Here are some information about our Dreamland Entertainment. Could you please take a look, Mr. Lin? After speaking, Jiang Zishi placed the folder in his hand on the desk in front of him. Seeing the situation, Lin Fan picked up the folder and flipped through it, after briefly reading the basic information of Menghui Entertainment, for example, corporate history, corporate culture, and so on. Lin Fan flipped the folder to the part he was most interested in, enterprise assets. Then, Lin Fan saw a line of words that surprised him: the current book value of the company is 0. Seeing this exceptionally prominent 0, Lin Fan frowned slightly, lifted his head, and looked at Jiang Zishi in front of him. Lin Dong. All the money in the company's account was previously transferred by the former boss, Li Bintao. When you signed the equity transfer agreement with him, he didn't tell you. Jiang Zishi, who was very clear about the contents in the folder, knew why Lin Fan frowned and cautiously asked. Suddenly, Lin Fan was speechless. The equity transfer certificate is a reward given to him by the Golden Finger. It's not that he personally signed with Li Bintao. Li Bintao told him a hammer. At this moment, Lin Fan suddenly felt that the entertainment company that Golden Finger rewarded him with was not as popular as before. Lin Dong. Today is the 13th, and we dreamt that entertainment will pay our salary on the 15th. The finance department also needs to make a salary slip. Look. This. Even if you notice that the new boss is left speechless by the current situation of the company, Jiang Zishi, still, I had to grit my teeth and stumble out another piece of bad news. There's no way. Who would say that if we don't pay our wages on the payday, there will be big trouble? And this, in fact, it was also Jiang Zishi who learned from the front desk that the new boss had arrived at the company, so he hurriedly grabbed the documents and ran to find the new boss, even the reason for not even reading or confirming the authenticity of the equity transfer agreement. After all, in the current situation where the former boss of the company donates and runs away, and employees cannot afford to pay their salaries, regardless of whether the equity transfer agreement is True or false, as long as the new boss pays the salary, all employees of Menghui Entertainment will admit that he is the real boss. Upon hearing Jiang Zishi mention that he was preparing to pay his salary, Lin Fan remembered, just now, when he flipped through company information, I vaguely glimpsed the fact that Menghui Entertainment currently has nearly 100 employees. Suddenly, Lin Fan has the urge to curse. Menghui Entertainment has no money on its books. Does this mean that Lin Fan needs to pay out of his own pocket to pay his employees? The key is, Lin Fan just crossed over and doesn't have so much money on him. Now, dreaming of entertainment in Lin Fan's heart is no longer as simple as not being popular. This thing is just a hot potato that can't be touched at all. Just as Lin Fan pondered, should he run away quickly to avoid being blocked by employees and demanding his salary, but he can't afford to pay so much money. The golden finger, which had not moved for a long time. The entertainment god house system, suddenly had a movement. Ding dong. It has been detected that the host has successfully received Menghui Entertainment. Congratulations to the host for receiving a reward of 50 million cash. The reward has been transferred to the Bank of China card ending in number 9527 through legal, reasonable, and reasonable means. Please rest assured and use it boldly. Lin Fan. Chapter 3. Entertainment God, Tenfold Rebate. New. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3. Entertainment God, Tenfold Rebate. New book set sale. Seeking flowers. Seeking evaluation tickets. Hearing the system prompt sound in my mind, Lin Fan, who was originally hesitating whether to run away, breathed a sigh of relief in secret. The reward from the system comes at the right time. System, introduce yourself. After breathing a sigh of relief, Lin Fan ignored the issue of salary in front of him and looked at his own Jiang Zishi with a hopeful expression, silently reciting in his heart. He needs to take advantage of the time when the golden finger has a reaction and quickly understand its function, lest the golden fingers lose their reaction later. It wouldn't be good if we had to do something that made him feel like he was riding a roller coaster just now. Ding dong. Entertainment God House System, as the name suggests, hosts can receive rebates for money earned within the entertainment industry or entertainment category. Current rebate multiple. 10 times. 10 times rebate. By earning 1 yuan in the entertainment industry or entertainment industry, can one earn 10 more yuan. This golden finger is quite simple and rough. You can ask the legal department to draft a contract later, and I will lend the company 5 million in my personal name to pay employees' salaries, maintain the normal operation of the company, and help the company overcome this difficult situation. Remember to tell employees to work with peace of mind and not to worry about changes in the company, which could affect their work. After understanding the function of the golden finger, Lin Fan raised his head and looked at Jiang Zishi, who was still anxiously waiting for his reply. He spoke calmly. Although, in my past life, Lin Fan is just an online author, however, personal funds and company funds are two different things. The company's funds cannot be easily diverted. Lin Fan is still clear about it, so, even though Menghui Entertainment is currently very short of money, moreover, Menghui Entertainment is still a 100% controlled company by Lin Fan. Lin Fan also did not choose to directly transfer the money to Menghui Entertainment, but it requires an additional step, asking the legal department to draft a contract and lend the money to Menghui Entertainment. In this way, when Menghui Entertainment earns money, they can directly return it to Lin Fan without worrying about being reported for misappropriating company funds. Call out. Upon hearing that Lin Fan had promised to lend the company 5 million yuan to overcome the current salary crisis, Jiang Zishi breathed a sigh of relief. Then, after thinking for a moment, Jiang Zishi said softly, Lin Dong. Later, I will ask my colleagues in the legal department to add an additional clause with a 15% return rate when drafting the contract. After all, this money was lent to the company by you to get through the difficulties. The company has survived and will always give you a small return, won't it? Upon hearing this, Lin Fan glanced at Jiang Zishi with a strange expression and nodded. A 15% return rate, this can all be compared to the return on investing in high-risk stocks. Generally speaking, investing in a stable fund has a return rate of only about 2%. No wonder Jiang Zishi appeared to be in his early 30s and became the general manager of Menghui Entertainment. This person really knows how to do things. By the way, can you bring me the information of the artists signed by the company who are currently participating or preparing to participate in the project? Let me take a look. Lin Fan sighed briefly in his heart and put this matter aside, then, speak up and instruct Jiang Zishi to bring him some information. He wants to see if there are any artists who the company has signed contracts with and are participating in projects that can make money, so that the Golden Finger Entertainment God House system can take effect as soon as possible. Okay. Upon hearing this, Jiang Zishi turned around and left the chairman's office, following Lin Fan's instructions to go to work. Subsequently, under the action of Krypton Gold, the originally panicked Dreamland Entertainment quickly regained its composure. However, behind the scenes, there was a faint undercurrent surging. Chapter 4. Heavenly Immortal Mother and Daughter Seeking Release. New Book Chi. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. Heavenly Immortal Mother and Daughter Seeking Release. New Book Set Sale. Seeking Flowers. Seeking Evaluation Tickets. In the chairman's office. Lin Fan flipped through the company's signed artist information brought by Jiang Zishi, his brows furrowed. There's no way. Who asked Lin Fan to search for half a day, and all he saw were crooked melons and cracked dates, and there wasn't even one artist he was familiar with. Just when Lin Fan thought that all the artists signed by the company were from the 18th tier and transparent, and he needed to personally go to Beijing and Zhongying to catch a few acquaintances, suddenly, Lin Fan saw an artist profile that surprised him even more. Name: Liu Yifei. Age: 16. Looking at this name, looking at the immature, round, but familiar little face on the ID photo, Lin Fan was an accident. There's no way. Who didn't expect that among the artists who dreamt of signing entertainment contracts, there was still such a shining gold mine hidden? Dong! Dong! Just when Lin Fan felt surprised, the office door was knocked on, due to the emergence of a new boss, Shen Mani, the secretary of the chairman, who quickly went online, pushed open the door. Facing Lin Fan sitting behind his desk reading materials, he spoke up. Lin Dong. The mother of contracted artist Liu Yifei and her agent, Ms. Liu Xiaoli, would like to meet you, do you think? Let her in. Lin Fan didn't expect that as soon as he saw Liu Yifei's information, Liu Yifei's mother came to find him. After sighing in my heart, speak of Cao Cao, Cao Cao is here. Lin Fan nodded to Shen Mani and asked her to bring Liu Xiaoli in to meet him. 2 minutes later, looking at the mother in front of her, and even her daughter almost reaching adulthood, but it still remains similar to a 20-year-old girl, still beautiful, generous, beautiful, full, and graceful in figure, even due to her age. Liu Xiaoli gained a unique and mature charm as a senior sister. Lin Fan nodded calmly. Undoubtedly the mother of a celestial being, sure enough, it's extraordinary. Lin Fan was about to ask Liu Xiaoli what he wanted from her. By the way, he told Liu Xiaoli that he was very optimistic about Liu Yifei, who was only 16 years old. In the future, the company will tilt its resources and cultivate Liu Yifei. As a result, at this moment, on the contrary, Liu Xiaoli spoke up first. Even, the words spoken from her mouth caught Lin Fan off guard. Lin Dong. The company has undergone some changes now, and I hope our family's Qian can terminate the contract with the company. Do you think it's okay? Lin Fan. What? I am a veteran author of the FUL Heavenly List, with guaranteed quality and updates. I hope that readers and fathers can actively participate in data such as flowers, review tickets, monthly tickets, tips, and reminder tickets, and support me. The author assures readers that the content of this book will be the same as the title, making everyone enjoy it so much that it will fly. If you still want to see any female celebrities, you can leave a message in the comments section, and the author will read and adopt it. Chapter 5. Termination of Contract. Okay. Affordable penalty for breach of contract. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Termination of Contract. Okay. If you can afford to pay a penalty, it will be released. New book set sale. Seeking flowers. Seeking evaluation tickets. Terminate. Terminate the contract. Upon hearing what Lu Xiaoli said, Lin Fan was stunned for a moment, then frowned as she looked at Lu Xiaoli in front of her, who exuded a mature aura. Lin Fan thought Lu Xiaoli was running to find him. It's because I learned that the company has changed and the boss has changed, to show loyalty to oneself. Alternatively, explore your own mouth. After seeing such a big change in the company, regarding Lu Yifei's arrangements, will it also change along with it? Whoever thought? Surprisingly, Lu Xiaoli came to talk to him about terminating the contract. This matter, that's a bit interesting. Lin Dong, currently, the company has undergone such a big change, and I have some small concerns about our family's prospects in the company. So, I hope our family's Sisi can terminate the contract with the company. Seeing that Lin Fan didn't seem to hear what he had said before, Lu Xiaoli had a stern face, repeated expressionlessly, she wants her daughter Lu Yifei to terminate her contract with the company. She. Upon hearing this, Lin Fanshu unfolded his furrowed brow and burst out laughing. Lin Fan didn't expect that, after taking over Menghui Entertainment, the first one to intimidate him would actually be the mother of Lu Yifei, the big gold mine in his mind. This is really a bit funny. Lin Fan shook his head with a smile, leaned back on the leather office chair, crossed his hands, restrained his smile, and looked at Lu Xiaoli, saying word by word. Mom Lu, are you serious? Seeing Lin Fan's expression so serious and voice so cold, Lu Xiaoli realized that Lin Fan might have made a request to terminate her contract, and felt offended and a bit angry. Lu Xiaoli twisted her plump buttocks slightly uneasily as she sat on the chair. However, thinking of the new company that I contacted a while ago and promised me many benefits, the unease in Lu Xiaoli's heart was quickly suppressed by her. Then, Lu Xiaoli mustered up her courage and looked at Lin Fan with a serious expression in front of her. She cleared her throat and said, Lin Dong. Mr. Chen from Beitong Group is very optimistic about our family's Qian and wants to form a dedicated management team for her to develop in the entertainment industry. So, I hope we can get together and part ways peacefully. No wonder you dare to come knocking on your door and talk to me about terminating your contract. It turns out you found a new backer. Lin Fan raised his right hand and interrupted Lu Xiaoli, then, with a strange expression on her face, she looked at the mature female charm emanating from all over her body. If he's not mistaken, the Mr. Chen from Beitong Group, as mentioned by Lu Xiaoli, it should be Chen Jinfei, the godfather of the heavenly immortal in his past life, right? Unexpectedly, he traveled through parallel worlds similar to his previous life's blue stars and met a celestial being who was just about to reach adulthood. The mother of the heavenly immortal actually wants to take the heavenly immortal to seek refuge with Chen Jinfei. Surprisingly, parallel worlds also have the inertia of legendary history. It's a bit interesting. Lin Fan sighed in his heart and shook his right index finger at Lu Xiaoli, who was about to speak up. He asked her not to be in a hurry to speak. Then, Lin Fan picked up the information about Lu Yifei in front of her and threw it in front of Lu Xiaoli, speaking calmly. Want to terminate the contract, right? Okay. As long as you can afford to pay a penalty for breach of contract, then it can be resolved. Upon hearing this, Lu Xiaoli's expression changed instantly. Penalty for breach of contract. She just doesn't want to give Lin Fan and Menghui Entertainment a penalty for breach of contract. I personally came to Lin Fan's door to discuss the termination of the contract, even moving out Chen Jinfei, the CEO of Beitong Group, in an attempt to put pressure on Lin Fan. Without him, who asked her to help Liu Fei sign a contract with Menghui Entertainment with a penalty of up to 50 million Chinese coins for breach of contract. Chapter 6. Liu Mama, you don't want your family Qian. You are listening at novel full.audio. Chapter 6. Liu Mama, don't you want your family's Sisi to be snowed away by the company, do you? New book set sale. Seeking flowers. Seeking evaluation tickets. Seeing Liu Xiaoli's well-maintained and charming pretty face, her expression changed greatly, the corner of Lin Fan's mouth slightly curled up. Although, Menghui Entertainment's working capital in the company has been swept away by its former boss, and even its employees cannot afford to pay salaries, and Liu Xiaoli ran over to him to talk about Liu Fei's termination of the contract, make Lin Fan feel a bit frustrated. However, dreaming of entertainment, still did something that made Lin Fan feel relieved. That's it, when Menghui Entertainment signed a contract with Liu Fei, added penalty clause for breach of contract. Moreover, the penalty for breach of contract is as high as 50 million yuan. If this clause is not included in the contract, even if Lin Fan is no longer willing or unwilling, that would only mean letting go of Liu Fei, this sparkling gold mine. Lin Dong. Mr. Chen is still waiting for our family's Qian to join them in Beitong and help them expand their new business in the entertainment industry. Isn't it appropriate for you to be like this now? A penalty of 50 million Chinese currency for breach of contract. Liu Xiaoli, I really can't pull it out. Even though Liu Xiaoli is very confident in her daughter's appearance, she believes that her daughter will soon make a name for herself in the entertainment industry. Even though Beitong Group values its daughter very much, Liu Xiaoli also doesn't think that Beitong Group is willing to help them pay for these 50 million yuan. After all, who gave them only potential? But what Lin Fan wants is real cash. Moreover, it's still a full 50 million. Helpless, Liu Xiaoli could only once again move out Chen Jinfei, the CEO of Beitong Group, attempting to use Chen Jinfei and Beitong Group's high regard for their daughter as an excuse to put pressure on Lin Fan, forcing him to surrender and let go. Even if one cannot achieve their initial goal of not spending a penny and breaking up peacefully, ask Lin Fan to pay a penalty of 1 billion points less for breach of contract, that would be great. Seeing Liu Xiaoli move Chen Jinfei out again and threaten herself, suddenly, Lin Fan was laughed at angrily. Liu Mama. Ms. Liu. Since you said Chen Jinfei is so optimistic about your family's Qian, then you can ask Chen Jinfei to come and talk to me about terminating the contract with the money. As long as he, Chen Jinfei, puts 50 million yuan on my desk, without saying a word, immediately release the person. You can't even lose a penny. Upon hearing Lin Fanfang's harsh words, Liu Xiaoli instinctively opened her mouth wide in fear. She really didn't expect that, the young boss who took over the mess of Menghui Entertainment in front of him would not sell Chen Jinfei any face. You know, Beitong Group, which is a large company with a market value of billions, and Chen Jinfei is a billionaire boss. Lin Fan, why dare you not give Chen Jinfei face like this? Is it true that, is he not afraid of being retaliated against by Chen Jinfei and the Beitong Group? Shocked. Looking at Liu Xiaoli's big mouth and pink tongue, Liu Xiaoli repeatedly moved Chen Jinfei out in an attempt to exert pressure on her, and Lin Fan, who was a bit angry, the anger in my heart, more and more vigorous. Now, Lin Fan put on a clear attitude. You must receive a penalty of 50 million yuan to be willing to terminate the contract or release the person. Even though Liu Xiaoli frequently brought Chen Jinfei out to speak up and put pressure on Lin Fan, she couldn't make Lin Fan surrender, but instead completely angered him. So, Liu Xiaoli, who had come to her senses from the shock, dared not continue to linger in Lin Fan's office. I can only close my mouth and lower my head, standing up in a gloomy manner and walking towards the office door, walk on the side, thinking about how to clean up this mess. Find a way to raise the penalty for breach of contract, forcibly terminate the contract, or leave. But, how can we scrape together a penalty of 50 million yuan for breach of contract? Beitong Group, how could I be willing to pay such a large sum of money for my daughter? Although, Previously, when Lu Xiaoli and Lin Fan were discussing the termination of the contract, Mr. Chen from Beitong Group spoke highly of their families Qian. However, Lu Xiaoli and Lu Yifei have never seen Chen Jinfei at all. The matter of job hopping and contract termination, it was Lu Xiaoli contacted by the staff of Beitong Group, not Chen Jinfei himself. Alternatively, taking advantage of Menghui Entertainment's recent change of boss and uncertainty, take your daughter and leave Menghui Entertainment directly to join Beitong Group. Just now, she had a broken conversation with Lin Fan, which completely angered him. It was like tearing his face apart. Continuing to stay in Dreamland Entertainment will only be targeted, run away. Perhaps, it is a wise move, Lu Xiaoli. I was just preparing to study the matter of running away with my daughter, Lu Yifei. Lin Fan suddenly spoke up. Liu Mama. Don't move any more crooked thoughts that shouldn't be moved. If you dare not pay the penalty for breach of contract, then take Lu Yifei to Beitong Group. I will definitely go to court with you mother and daughter, and Beitong Group to the end. I and Beitong Group have a strong foundation and don't care about the money and time wasted in litigation. However, now that Lu Yifei is just 16 years old, it is the youngest, most promising, and most energetic period of time. Are you sure you want to waste her youth on litigation? And after the lawsuit, she still has to go back to Dreamland Entertainment. When the time comes. Lin Fan leaned against a genuine leather office chair, with his left hand resting on his cheek, and looked at Lu Xiaoli's curvy back. A flash of anger flashed in his eyes, and his right hand lightly tapped the desk, speaking calmly. Suddenly, Lu Xiaoli, who was originally full of ideas, froze. Chapter 7. Liu Mama, I am very angry now. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. Mom Lu, I am very angry now. New book set sale. Seeking flowers. Seeking evaluation tickets. Lin Dong. How could I possibly do this? Our family's Sisi is young. Am I also young and don't know the right balance? Since we can't reach an agreement on the termination of the contract, it proves that our family's Sisi and our Dream Return Entertainment have a better fate. Since that's the case, from now on, Sisi naturally wants to continue staying with us for entertainment and develop well. Lin Dong, do you think so? The idea of forcibly changing jobs with my daughter and running to Beitong Group just came to my mind. This little idea was keenly perceived by the young and handsome new boss, Lu Xiaoli. Don't worry about panic, quickly turned around, looking at Lin Fan lazily leaning on the office chair not far away, he showed his loyalty. Even, inside and outside of Lu Xiaoli's words, also expressed, she hopes that Lin Fan can forget about her previous conversation about terminating the contract with him, let the relationship between Lu Yifei and Menghui Entertainment reconcile and continue to develop well. There's no way. Who let Lin Fan's just words completely awaken Lu Xiaoli? After experiencing the previous boss's donation and running away, let alone Menghui Entertainment, how much chaos lurks beneath the current surface calmness, no matter how young the new boss Lin Fan is, unable to pay a penalty of 50 million yuan for breach of contract, and, Beitong Group cannot be willing to pay a penalty of 50 million yuan to help terminate the contract. Lin Fan has 100 ways to make things difficult for her and her daughter. Lu Yifei, so that they can't live a good life together. So, for the sake of my daughter, for the future and financial prospects of my daughter, Lu Xiaoli, we must repair the relationship with Lin Fan as soon as possible. After recognizing reality in front of her, she suddenly saw a beautiful young woman with a 180-degree face change and a haughty demeanor. Lin Fan shook his head with a smirk. See the situation. Lu Xiaoli, who was determined to repair Lin Fan's concern as soon as possible, quickly and cautiously accompanied her with a smile. Meanwhile, Lu Xiaoli breathed a sigh of relief in her heart. Since Lin Fan smiled, that should be considered accepting her proposal. I plan to expose the termination of the contract like this, right? Just as Lu Xiaoli was fantasizing so much, Lin Fan restrained his smile and looked at Lu Xiaoli, who exuded mature charm as a senior sister, with a stern face. He said word by word. Liu Mama, you don't want your family's Sisi to be hidden by the company, do you? Lu Xiaoli. Upon hearing this moment Lu Xiaoli's eyes were wide and round, and she looked at Lin Fan with a shocked expression. Just now, isn't Lin Fan laughing? Isn't this representing a smile that fades away grudges? Why did you suddenly turn your back? Liu Mama. I just took over the company and haven't sorted out the company's situation yet. Why don't you come over and talk to me about terminating the contract? You have repeatedly moved out Qian Jinfei from Beitong Group and put pressure on me. Even recently, you had the idea of running away with Lu Yifei and forcibly changing jobs. Your behavior has made me very angry now. Looking at the mature beauty with a shocked and puzzled expression on her face, Lin Fan crossed his legs and spoke lightly. Upon hearing this, Lu Xiaoli was just in a hurry and wanted to speak up and explain. As a result, she was interrupted by Lin Fan. Watching Lin Fan lazily sitting on the office chair and hooking his right index finger, Lu Xiaoli quickly swayed her plump body and walked up to Lin Fan, speaking in fear. Lin Dong. You misunderstood. I have no intention of forcibly changing jobs or running away with Sisi. Previously, I was too bold and did the wrong thing or said the wrong thing. Lin Dong, what should I do to make you calm down? Looking at the fearful and beautiful young woman in front of her, the fire in Lin Fan's heart grew stronger and stronger. What do you need to do to make me calm down? Come on. I'll teach you. As Lin Fan spoke, he also hooked his right index finger with Lu Xiaoli in front of him. Seeing the situation, Lu Xiaoli quickly lowered her head obediently and approached Lin Fan further, wanting to hear up close what Lin Fan was preparing to do. Looking at Lu Xiaoli in close proximity, smelling the mature and beautiful aroma emanating from Lu Xiaoli's body, a flash of evil fire flashed in Lin Fan's eyes. Raise your right hand, put it on Lu Xiaoli's head and press it down suddenly. Unexpectedly, Lu Xiaoli went down a long distance. Then, as a newcomer, Lu Xiaoli quickly reacted and guessed what Lin Fan wanted to do to herself, quickly struggling. What's going on? Mom Lu, do you really want the company to snow your family's Sisi? Seeing that Lu Xiaoli dared to resist, Lin Fansong opened his right hand and pressed on Lu Xiaoli's head. Bending down, looking at Lu Xiaoli's panicked eyes, she spoke word by word. Suddenly, Lu Xiaoli froze. Lin Fan fell back and lazily sat on the leather office chair, looking expressionlessly at Lu Xiaoli. Dida. Time passes by minute by second. After more than a minute, no need for Lin Fan to speak or take action, Lu Xiaoli slowly squatted down on her own. Let's wait and cherish it. We hope for data support such as tips, change reminders, monthly tickets, flowers, and evaluation tickets. Chapter 8. Let Sisi call me godfather in the future. Small. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. Let Sisi call me godfather in the future. Modified version of Little Black House. Lin Dong. You're really bad. After a long time, in the office, Lu Xiaoli's mournful voice echoed. Upon hearing this, Lin Fan nodded disapprovingly. See the situation. Lu Xiaoli couldn't help but sigh in her heart. If she hadn't overestimated the role of Qian Jinfei in Beitong Group, underestimated Lin Fan's temper, and accidentally angered Lin Fan, she doesn't even need to be so humble in front of Lin Fan. Nowadays, Lu Xiaoli only hopes that Lin Fan, who was previously angry, can calm down, don't mention scary things like snow storage or legal battles to the end, and everything that happened before, it can all become a little secret between her and Lin Fan, hidden in her and Lin Fan's hearts. It won't happen again in the future, I won't be mentioned again. Upon reaching this point, Lu Xiaoli stood up, walking behind Lin Fan. Raise your hands, breaking through Lin Fan's body. Put Lin Fan's head on himself, place your hands on Lin Fan's shoulders. While massaging Lin Fan's shoulders, he whispered softly. Lin Dong. Have you calmed down now? Lin Fan closed his eyes and earnestly enjoyed the attentive and gentle service of the beautiful imperial sister. Call out. I heard Lin Fan nod and admit that he has calmed down now. Lu Xiaoli took a deep breath. Is her series of humble, humiliating, and considerate services still useful? As long as it works. Just be useful. After sighing, Lu Xiaoli quickly took advantage of the heat and continued to ask. So. In the future, our family's Sisi will work in the company. It's not your family's Sisi, but our family's Sisi. Let Sisi call me godfather in the future. Lin Fan shook his head and closed his eyes, speaking calmly. Ah. Upon hearing this, Lu Xiaoli ignored what Lin Fan was currently doing and exclaimed in surprise. Surprise. That's right. It's just a surprise. For Lu Xiaoli, Lin Fan's willingness to be his daughter's godfather is simply a blessing in disguise. Lin Fan is already the godfather of his daughter. I can't just think about Snow Hidden's daughter like before, can I? In this way, previously, she talked to Lin Fan about terminating the contract, and the incident of accidentally breaking face with Lin Fan naturally drifted away with the wind. Moreover, my daughter became Lin Fan's goddaughter. Isn't that a transformation into a princess who dreams of entertainment? In this way, in the future, isn't she no longer worried about her daughter's resources? Hush. How could there be such a good thing? It seems that, Lin Fan's temper is a bit too hot, bad, it's also a bit bad, but people are still very responsible and reliable. Not only did I just make myself eat and drink enough just now, but in the future, I will also make myself and my daughter eat and drink enough. Lu Xiaoli lowered her head, looking at the handsome young man who is closing his eyes and trying to harm himself. A hint of spring flashed in my eyes. This young and handsome new boss is really, the more you look at it, the more pleasing it is, and the more you look at it, the more likable it is. What's going on? Not willing. Although, Lin Fan closed his eyes, however, he can still feel it. Now, Lu Xiaoli is staring at him. Even, Lin Fan also knows that, Lu Xiaoli estimated that she and Lu Yifei had benefited from misfortune. A blessing in disguise. As soon as he took over the company, Lu Xiaoli came to his door to discuss the termination of the contract, and even moved out Chen Jinfei and Beitong Group, putting pressure on him and making him extremely angry. Now, Lu Xiaoli has only helped him solve it for a while and is thinking of writing it off, even dreaming of benefiting from misfortune and gaining benefits. Lu Xiaoli and Lu Yifei, your mother and daughter's good days are still ahead. You mother and daughter, wait for your training. Chapter 9. Teach the Heavenly Immortal Mother and Daughter. The new book set sail. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Teach the Heavenly Immortal Mother and Daughter. New book set sail. Seeking flowers. Seeking evaluation tickets. Willing. Of course I do. Lin Dong, if you're not busy, I'll take Sisi to see you later. Upon hearing what Lin Fan said, Lu Xiaoli, who was immersed in the feeling of benefiting from misfortune, trembling for a moment, quickly nodded. I am willing to let my daughter, Duo Lin Fan, be such a young and handsome godfather. Previously, the matter of terminating the contract, Lu Xiaoli, it's already messed up. If Lu Xiaoli messes up the matter of admitting her godfather again this time, so, Lu Xiaoli really regrets it. She can jump down from Lin Fan's office. Okay. Lin Fan nodded. Continue to use the back of your head to feel Lu Xiaoli's soft chest. Looking at Lin Fan, who was closing his eyes and recuperating, Lu Xiaoli bit her lower lip with her teeth. After allowing Lin Fan to deeply experience it for a few minutes, he blushed and whispered, Lin Dong. So I'll go find Sisi now and ask her to come and meet you. Lin Fan knows the true meaning of Lu Xiaoli's words. Nod your head, sitting up straight, see the situation. Lu Xiaoli breathed a sigh of relief as if granted amnesty, quickly stepping away from her slightly weak legs and walking towards the outside of the office. There's no way. Who made the series of events that happened before so exciting for Lu Xiaoli? Looking at the plump figure of the beautiful young woman who was almost on the run, Lin Fan's mouth curled up. Sure enough, even if it's because of the termination of the contract or the snow storage, the bottom line of Lu Xiaoli, a beautiful young woman, has already been forcefully lowered by him. Even, therefore, Lu Xiaoli also did some things that she had never thought of before. However, judging from Lu Xiaoli's now deserted back, we still need to be heavily trained and fully understand the reality. Lin Fan withdrew his gaze from Lu Xiaoli's curvaceous figure and landed on the unfinished Menghui Entertainment signed artist profile on the table. Continuing to read the materials, Lin Fan wants to see if there is a shining money tree like Lu Yifei in this pile of materials. Alternatively, is there one or two artists who have an impression of oneself? In a few minutes, Lin Fan put down his artist information in disappointment. Just now, Lin Fan has read through all the information about the artists who signed contracts with Menghui Entertainment. However, unfortunately, among these artists, the only one that Lin Fan has an impression of is Lu Yifei. Considering the uniqueness of Sister Tianxian and her ability to attract gold, Lin Fan is too lazy to talk about his dream of returning to the level of entertainment contract artists, estimating, now, Lu Xiaoli should return to Lu Yifei's side. Lin Fan raised the corner of his mouth, extended his right hand, and pressed a button on the right side of his desk. After a few seconds, the office door was pushed open. "Mr. Lin, are you looking for me?" Lin Fan's secretary, Shen Mani, walked into the office and asked softly. Please inform Lao Jiang to change the agent of his artist, Lu Yifei. As for her former agent, who was her mother? Lu Xiaoli. Immediately, switch to my secretary. Speaking of which, in Lin Fan's mind, an ancient saying came to mind. If there is something to do with a secretary, then there is nothing to do with a secretary. Suddenly, the corners of Lin Fan's mouth curved upwards, outlining a seductive smile on his handsome face. Liu Mama. Training, from now on. Let's wait and cherish it. We hope for data support such as tips, change reminders, monthly tickets, flowers, and evaluation tickets. Chapter 10. 2 Arrangements. New book set sale. Seeking. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10. 2 Arrangements. New book set sale. Seeking flowers. Seeking evaluation tickets. Replacing Lu Yifei's agent. Lu Yifei's former agent. Lu Xiaoli, immediately transferred to become the new secretary of the chairman. Thinking of it, not long ago, Lu Xiaoli almost fled in despair and quickly left the chairman's office. Shen Mani, I always feel like Lu Xiaoli came to find the chairman before and spent a lot of time in the chairman's office. There have been many things happening with the chairman. However, this kind of gossip has nothing to do with her. What she needs to do is to be a good secretary to the chairman. Secretary. Thinking of this, suddenly, Shen Mani's delicate little face instantly changed. Lying trough. Lu Xiaoli transferred to become the new secretary of the chairman. What about her former secretary? Thinking of this, Shen Mani couldn't help but look at Lin Fan sitting behind her desk with a look on her face. Seeing Shen Mani's strange expression as she looked at herself, Lin Fan thought for a moment, soon, just react, what's going on here? So, Lin Fan chuckled and shook his head, then spoke up. Alright, Xiaoshen, you can exchange a position with Lu Xiaoli. You become Lu Yifei's new agent, and Lu Xiaoli becomes my new secretary. I am very optimistic about Lu Yifei. In the future, the company will invest a lot of resources into her. Xiao Shen, work hard. In order to prevent Shen Mani from overthinking, in order to make Shen Mani do a good job as Lu Yifei's agent, Lin Fan specifically told Shen Mani that he had a high opinion of Lu Yifei and asked her to work hard. Lin Dong, please rest assured that I will learn from the predecessors of the company, be a good agent for Lu Yifei, and take good care of her. Upon hearing what Lin Fan had said, Shen Mani breathed a sigh of relief in her heart, then, quickly speaking up, I will definitely work hard to be a good agent for Liu Fei and not let Lin Fan down. Okay. Go ahead. By the way, if Liu Xiaoli has any doubts or dissatisfaction about the job transfer, please let her continue to come and talk to me in person. I am happy to listen to employees' opinions. Thinking of the scene before when I made Liu Xiaoli eat and drink enough, the sinister smile on Lin Fan's face became even more intense. If Liu Xiaoli really dares to train him and has any dissatisfaction, Lin Fan definitely doesn't mind using 2 weapons, snow storage and sticks, to educate this mature and charming young woman well. Good Shen Mani nodded obediently and turned to walk outside the office. At this moment, Lin Fan's corner of his eye caught a glimpse of the pile of information he had repeatedly checked about artists he was not familiar with except for the heavenly immortals. With a movement in his heart, he spoke up. Wait a minute. Xiao Shen, please tell Lao Jiang to notify all the artists under his banner except for Liu Fei. If anyone wants to terminate the contract, the company can negotiate with them and offer them a partial waiver of the penalty for breach of contract, in order to peacefully terminate the contract. The matter with Liu Xiaoli, reminded Lin Fan, that's it. Now, Menghui Entertainment went through the process of a former boss donating money to escape and changing his boss, artists under the banner. Many people, like Liu Xiaoli, must have had the same mindset of terminating their contract with Menghui Entertainment, just not as brave as Liu Xiaoli, who relied on Chen Jinfei and Beitong Group's support before, and dared to terminate the contract with the company so quickly. Since that's the case, so, Lin Fan simply took the initiative to point out this matter. Anyway, for him, since among these artists in the company, except for Liu Fei, no one he remembers, that means all these people are unknown 18th and even 36th tier artists. Keep these people, Menghui Entertainment still has to support a team of agents who are several times their size, even. We also need to put in effort to help them find resources and jobs. It's better to just talk to them about terminating the contract, earn them a penalty for breach of contract, sign a new batch of artists that Lin Fan remembers. Moreover, Lin Fan also possesses the golden finger. Entertainment God House system, 10-fold rebate. Even if a portion of the penalty is waived, it can still be earned back through the golden finger, even, make more. Good Shen Mani didn't know what Lin Fan was thinking, nodding obediently. Then, I left the office and went to find Jiang Zishi, the general manager of Menghui Entertainment. Watching Shen Mani leave behind, Lin Fan raised the corner of his mouth. He is looking forward to Liu Xiaoli's reaction after learning these 2 news. Subsequently, Lin Fan put this matter aside for the time being and continued to look at the table. Menghui Entertainment was participating in and about to participate in project information. Although, it's very interesting to train the mother and daughter of Liu Xiaoli and Liu Fei, however, making money, let the golden finger. Entertainment God House system work, more interesting, more important. Let's wait and cherish it. We hope for data support such as tips, change reminders, monthly tickets, flowers, and evaluation tickets.